session on digital marketing for career and business growth. My name is Pradeep Chopra, and I'm one of the co-founders and CEO at Digital Vidya. I really want to welcome you, and depending upon your time zone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Let me start by a quick introduction about myself and Digital Vidya. I graduated from IIT Delhi in '99 and then worked in TCS in Mumbai as a software engineer before starting our first venture in the year 2000 along with two of my batchmates from IIT Delhi. And in that first venture, 18 years back, we had accidentally touched the power of digital marketing. Let me share the story behind that. So in our first venture, which exists even today, we created a product which is meant for IT professionals and students. It is also into education space, but in IT space. And we wanted to promote that product. 18 years back, all we knew was we could use various conventional channels, and we tried everything possible, including giving an ad in newspaper. We distributed leaflets. We also visited around 150 IT training institutes like NIIT and Aptech because we thought they had access to our target audience. 3 months into the business, with all that effort and hard work, we couldn't sell even one license of our product. Now, while we were trying so hard and literally struggling, I still remember it was January 18th, 2001. When we came to our office in the morning, we discovered someone had bought our product from US at almost 5 times the price we were trying so hard to sell in India. And later we discovered that first sale had happened through search engine optimization or SEO, which is integral part of digital marketing. And I will share more about SEO later into this session. And since then, there hasn't been looking back for us. Within 3 years, we could create a global brand. Within 4 years, we could reach to almost $500,000 revenue. Given it was all online, mostly international, it was extremely profitable. And till 2009, we were sharing our experience in digital marketing with other professionals, entrepreneurs, our batchmates more informally. And in 2009, a friend of ours suggested that if we could do something formally, others would be greatly benefited out of our experience. That's how the idea about Digital Vidya came into existence. So we launched Digital Vidya in 2009, and since then, we are up to the mission of helping organizations and individuals like you learn and leverage the power of digital marketing for your career and business growth. This has been a very exciting journey. Last year in November, we had celebrated our 8th anniversary, and this was actual cake we had cut to do that. And every year, our anniversary cake represents the latest changes in digital media. Like Snapchat got added to it last year, mobile got added a year earlier, and I'm sure next year we will see, this year we will see WhatsApp and maybe something else. Now, in this journey, by now we have already contributed to the success of more than 30,000 people through more than 2,000 digital marketing training programs. And these people representing over 55 countries through more than 12,500 organizations and institutions. Now, there are a couple of key milestones we are proud of as part of this journey. One of them is we partnered with Google in India in 2014 as their digital marketing training partner. Now, Google in India alone has around 3,000 advertising partners who are partners because they spend certain money on advertisement. And if they spend much more money on advertisement, they become a premier partner. We are also one of those Google advertisement partners. But this partnership is different. Under this partnership, around 15 of our program leaders who are part of this partnership lead various kinds of digital marketing training programs for various partners and clients of Google. And as I shared, we are the only company in India to have this partnership with Google in India. And given these people who lead these programs for Google partners are also 15 of our digital marketing training program leaders, that is one of the reasons why participants of our program get extremely higher value, right? Likewise, two more milestones I want to share. One of them is we partnered with Facebook in India in 2017 to jointly create a Facebook marketing certification program, which is now part of our CDMM program. On completion of this course, you get a joint certificate from Digital Vidya and Facebook. Likewise, we partnered with LinkedIn to create a joint certification on content marketing, and this is another exclusive certification you get as part of CDMM program today. So that's a brief background about myself and Digital Vidya. Now I've introduced myself. I want you to introduce yourself. How you're going to do that is through this poll. And I really want every one of you to respond to this question. And not just this question. For you to maximize the value of your time in this session, make sure you participate in every possible interaction, even if you have no idea about the question I may ask. Right? I'm going to give you 5 seconds so that all of you could respond, and then we will move forward. Now, another thing I want to make sure is, given there are a lot of people, and I want to cover certain amount of content, and more important, I want to give you a lot of time for Q&A. Compared to our normal sessions, I'm going to move a little faster. What that would mean is you need to have a focused attention. So make sure you've chosen a place which is quiet, silent, so that you have attention to this session. Also, I'm assuming that you have scheduled yourself to be part of this session till 4:30. That is the time when we officially plan to complete this. And given all of you are on mute, at any point of time, you have a question, input, or observation, you can type in your question if required in the beginning. Otherwise, for sure, towards the end, I will answer every question, right? By the way, I can see 100% of you voted. Thanks so much. Let me share the results. 14% of us are entrepreneurs, 13% are sales and marketing professionals, 8% are already into digital marketing, 56% are students, and 9% belong to another category like IT professional. I think we have a reasonably distributed audience, and that will make this session even more interesting. So we've introduced each other. We are going to jump into the world of digital marketing. We will learn about some of the key digital marketing channels. More important, we will learn through some real life examples of businesses who have been able to use digital marketing for their growth. Then I'll be giving you live experience in the form of 2 exercises. First is on Google Analytics, second is on Facebook advertisement, followed by sharing with you career opportunities in digital marketing industry, what kind of salaries and roles people get, and most important, why today is the best time to be part of this industry than tomorrow. Then I'll be giving you an overview of our flagship Digital Marketing Master Certification Program. Today I have a surprise for you as well. And I will also give you a special gift about a step-by-step exercise for you to transform your LinkedIn profile. Whether you want to use LinkedIn for your career or business growth, your profile makes the biggest difference. And this exercise, which is otherwise available to the participants of our program, would help you create an effective LinkedIn profile. Towards the end, around 4 o'clock, we'll get into active Q&A. And as I said earlier, given you are on mute, at any point of time, you have a question, input, or observation, you're welcome to type in using questions panel. Even on mobile, you will see a question mark. By clicking on that, you can type in your question, right? With that, let's start with this fundamental question. What is digital marketing? And I want some of you to share that on the microphone. If you want to do that, you can raise your hand. I will be happy to unmute you, and then you can speak out. Right now, I can see Prateek, Arpan, Tanuj, Saili, Akanksha, who have raised their hand. Anyone else who wants to answer it on the microphone can raise their hand. Any one of you who don't want to answer and you might have raised your hand, you can unraise your hand. And when you answer this question, make sure that you answer this question in a single sentence, not more than that, right? Great. I'm starting with Bhavya. Bhavya, I've unmuted you. You can ask your question. Bhavya, you are on mute. On this GoToWebinar control panel, you will have an option to unmute yourself. At your end, you are on mute. Please unmute yourself and then, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Digital marketing is basically based on marketing, as we know that there are two words, digital and marketing. Basically, we all know that marketing is promoting our product, through various ways. But here, digital means that we are promoting our product online through
Got it,
various
Bhavya.
websites.
I got it. Thank you so much. That's good. And I had asked you to share in one sentence, right? But you've used many, but that's perfectly fine. Thanks for your answer. So I want to give more people opportunity. So Bhavya says promoting your products through digital is digital marketing. Let me have someone else. Anishka, I'm going to unmute you. You can answer it in a single sentence. Hello?
Hello.
Anishka? Yes. Go ahead, Anishka. What is digital marketing in a single sentence?
Digital marketing refers to like advertising delivered through digital channels such as search engines, websites, or we have like
Got it.
mobile apps or through social media or emails. So
Perfect.
it covers like a wide range of marketing activities basically.
Got it,
So
Anishka. Yes, Anishka, I want to give more people opportunities, so I have muted you back. Let me move to Arpan. Arpan, you can answer in a single sentence. Arpan, do you want to answer it? I had unmuted you. Yes, Arpan.
Hello.
Do you want to answer it? Yes, share it.
Yes, in our local language in Hindi, we call it जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. I mean,
Okay.
like what it gets to see, it gets sold. So digital marketing refers to the strategy of showing your products to all your customers to get them sold out.
Great. So dikta hai wo bikta hai. Perfect. Great, guys. I will give more people opportunity to share. All of that is fine. And there is no best way, right? There are multiple ways you can define digital marketing. One of the ways to define digital marketing is this: the process of reaching out to and engaging with your customers or users through digital media as digital marketing. Now, if you notice here, there are two aspects which are highlighted. One is reaching out to, and second is engaging with. Given any organization can use digital media to reach out and engage with their audience, they can fulfill multiple objectives, even beyond sales and marketing, like hiring new talent, retaining existing employees, or acquiring new customers. So the question is, how do you use digital media to reach out to and engage with your audience? Now, if you notice here, there are two aspects which are highlighted. One is reaching out to, and second is engaging with. Given any organization can use digital media to reach out and engage with their audience, they can fulfill multiple objectives, even beyond sales and marketing, like hiring new talent, retaining existing employees, or acquiring new customers. So the question is, how do you use digital media to reach out to and engage with your audience? Now, if you notice here, there are two aspects which are highlighted. One is reaching out to, and second is engaging with. Given any organization can use digital media to reach out and engage with their audience, they can fulfill multiple objectives, even beyond sales and marketing, like hiring new talent, retaining existing employees, or acquiring new customers. So the question is, how do you use digital media to reach out to and engage with your audience? Now, if you notice here, there are two aspects which are highlighted. One is reaching out to, and second is engaging with. Given any organization can use digital media to reach out and engage with their audience, they can fulfill multiple objectives, even beyond sales and marketing, like hiring new talent, retaining existing employees, or acquiring new customers. So the question is, how do you use digital media to reach out to and engage with your audience? Now, if you notice here, there are two aspects which are highlighted. One is reaching out to, and second is engaging with. Given any organization can use digital media to reach out and engage with their audience. Yes, guys, can you hear me back? Can you all confirm? I was just changing my network and I should be back. Can you just all confirm that my voice is audible now? Yeah, just a second, right? Is it working fine now? Okay. So as I was sharing that one of the aspects of digital marketing is search marketing. When you search for a keyword like digital marketing on a search engine like Google, you get to see different sections of results like this top one, the center one, and even the bottom one. Now I'm going to launch this another poll. And again, I want all of you to respond to this. By the way, guys, for better utilization of bandwidth at your end, I have put my video off. So of all the four sections, the top, the bottom, and the center and the right hand side, which of these sections is a function of search engine optimization results? So I've launched this poll, and again, I want every one of you to respond to this, right? So go ahead, guys. You have 5 seconds to respond to this, and then we will move forward, right? So I'm going to wait for it, and then go ahead, right? Okay, bye-bye. Yes, guys, it's 75% done. Last 5 seconds for all of you to respond, and then we will move forward. Let me do the reverse countdown for last 3 seconds now. So it's final three, the last two, and the final one. Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. Here are the results. 61% said top, 7% right, 30% center, and 3% said bottom. Thanks, everyone. As 30% of you said, search engine optimization or SEO results are the center part of a search engine result page. So SEO is a process of getting your website ranked on search engines for relevant keywords. Given here, you cannot use any money to directly influence your rankings. It is also called organic or natural search. While the results on the top and bottom are a function of SEM, which stands for search engine marketing. In case of Google, it's paid advertisements. It's called Google AdWords. And given here, the most popular pricing model is you only pay to Google when someone clicks on your ad, not when someone sees your ad. It is also called pay per click or PPC advertisement. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages of each, and the best way is to cross leverage them. For example, you run your SEM campaigns, figure out which are your top performing keywords, and then do SEO to target those keywords so that you don't have to pay to Google for running ads for those keywords. Likewise, you want to cross leverage various channels in digital. What are other channels? Of course, social media. When you use a platform like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, SlideShare to promote a product or a service, you're doing social media marketing. And given social media is part of digital media, social media marketing is part of digital marketing. Later into this session, we will learn about some of the great examples of businesses which have been able to use social media for their growth. Right, let's move forward. Then is email marketing. Now, for many of you, email marketing may be already dead because of so much spam happening. Or email marketing is all about having a database, sending mailers and seeing results. But trust me, even today, email marketing is one of the most effective and profitable channels in digital, including for B2B businesses. Second, email marketing is an ocean in itself, starting from your ability to create relevant databases. Once you have that, the next step is once you send mailer, what percentage of your audience gets your mail in their inbox versus their spam box or junk box or promotion box. That's a function of a lot of parameters like reputation of your domain, the software you use, even the content of your mailer. And the higher deliverability you have in inbox, the better results you can get. Now, all the people who get your mail, the next step is how many people open. So what is the open percentage you have? That's largely a function of subject. Now, people who open your mail, how many of them take an action you wanted them to take, buying a product, subscribing to a service or something else. And finally, being able to use relevant tools and metrics to be able to measure and continuously optimize the performance of your email marketing campaigns is the entire world of email marketing. And as I shared earlier, even today, email marketing is one of the most effective channels in digital, including for B2B businesses. And that is one of the reasons why we consistently get one of the most positive feedbacks for email marketing module of our digital marketing certification program. Right, let's move forward. Then is inbound marketing. It is relatively a newer term coined by a company called HubSpot. There are various definitions of inbound marketing. One of the definitions, as I picked from Wikipedia, is inbound marketing refers to marketing activities that bring visitors in rather than marketers having to go out to get prospects' attention. So fundamentally, all tools and techniques for generating inbound interest and converting that interest to customers in an online world is the overall world of inbound marketing. Now, there are two special aspects of inbound marketing. First, if you see from this flow chart, inbound marketing helps you impact the entire customer funnel from a stranger to a visitor to a lead to a customer to even a promoter. Second, inbound marketing involves various other channels like keywords, social media, blogging, landing page optimization. For these two reasons, inbound marketing is one of the very, very integral and special parts of digital marketing. And that is the reason we spend 4 weeks alone on inbound marketing. And like email marketing, we consistently get one of the most positive feedbacks for inbound marketing module of our digital marketing certification program. Let's move forward. Then is mobile marketing. Mobile is big and expected to become even bigger. There are various aspects of mobile marketing like mobile SEO, mobile AdWords, mobile analytics, mobile email marketing, and a very, very interesting area called mobile app marketing, which is how do you promote a product or a service using mobile applications. And we will see it's becoming even bigger and bigger. Now, these are some of the key channels which are part of digital. Now, one of the key advantages of digital is the ability to measure, and that area is called web analytics. To measure the success of your campaigns in real time, there are various tools. One of the most popular and freely available tools is called Google Analytics. Now, I want to give you live experience of that. I hope all of you are able to see my screen. I will give you this link. You can go to here, and then you will have to click on Access Demo Account. Once you do that, it will take you here. You will need to be logged into your Gmail account. Then you will come here. There you will see real time on the left hand side. You click on Overview, and then Google Analytics will tell you real time how many people are on this website, from which devices, from which sources, from which keywords, which pages, and even from which locations. So all of this data is freely available real time to you. So I'll give you this link. It is a shortened URL. I'm sharing this link with all of you. You can check on that, and then you can follow the instructions I had shared. So it is bit.ly/dv-ana. People who are on desktop or a laptop would see a chat option. There would be a link. You can click on that. And as I had shared earlier, you would need to be logged into Gmail. On the first screen, click on Access Demo Account. It will take you to the next screen, which I had shared earlier, like this screen. And here, under the real-time, click on Overview. And once you see this screen, let me know you are able to do that, so that then I can move forward, right? So you have 30 seconds to do this, and then we will go ahead, right? For any reason, any one of you are not able to do it, just note down this URL. You can spend as much time on this later. You know, if you spend more time, you would be able to see the kind of wealth of data Google Analytics gives to you real time, freely. It can tell you almost everything about the traffic on your website, right? And that makes digital marketing very, very special. So you have 20 more seconds. Those of you who are able to reach there can just confirm to me that you are able to reach here, and then we can follow the instructions and we move forward, right? Okay, guys, I hope all of you have got the link, and some of you are able to already reach here. Yes, Gayatri, thank you for your confirmation. Dheeraj got it. Couple of more seconds. Let me give you 10 more seconds so that maximum number of people have been able to do. Right, Soheli got it, Minu got it, Chinmaya, perfect, Vardhani, thank you. Great, let me do the reverse countdown for last 3 seconds now, right? And then we will move forward. So it's 3, the final 2, and the last 1. All right, thanks guys. As I shared, those who have not been able to, just note down this URL. Spend as much time on this later. Let's move forward. Now we want to learn about power of digital marketing through some real life examples. And the first area I want to talk to you about is remarketing. I know almost every one of you would have experienced it. Some of you may be aware about it. Let me share a personal experience. As I shared in the beginning, since 2009, we have been doing various kinds of digital marketing training programs, including customized programs for organizations and institutions across the world. One of the programs we had done in the past was for IIM Raipur, and we were to travel for that workshop from Delhi. And we saw goibibo.com had the lowest price for Indigo airline ticket, and we were to do that booking. However, on the final page of the transaction, we saw goibibo.com had added few more ₹100 as some taxes, which made it expensive. Being an entrepreneur, you want to save every few ₹100. So we closed and exited goibibo.com. Within few seconds of exiting goibibo.com, when we were browsing various other websites, we saw this ad served to us through Google. So if you notice, this ad is from goibibo.com, New Delhi to Raipur, Indigo airline. What is special to notice is exclusive ₹700 discount, which was available through this ad, not on their website. And not just on other websites, including on Facebook. This ad is served to us real time through Facebook, Delhi to Raipur, goibibo.com. So remarketing or retargeting allows you to reach out to your audience who had visited your website earlier but did not take an action you wanted them to take. So it's one of the greatest ways to improve your visit to lead or even lead to sale conversion. I'm sure now most of you would be recalling similar experience with a lot of brands, including with Digital Vidya. And now you'll be able to even notice it even more, right? Great. Now, what I want to do is we will move forward and we will look into more examples of brands, right? So this is example of online reputation management. That is one of the profiles people get in this industry, right? So I want to give you a highlight of what kind of work people do. This is a real life example of Sania Mirza promoting OnePlus 3T. While promoting, what she did was she tweeted this: not really a techie, but totally love using OnePlus 3T. But she did not realize her tweet carried a tag called Twitter for iPhone. So she was actually using iPhone and was promoting OnePlus 3T. Now in this situation, how does a brand like OnePlus or Sania Mirza as a brand ambassador, respond. That is the whole world of online reputation management. People who know digital marketing, social media, listening, analytics, this is the kind of work you do. I hope it helps you visualize the kind of work you are able to get into this industry. Guys, can you all confirm that you are able to see this online reputation management slide? As one of you had asked, is the slide different? I'm just waiting for a few seconds. Yeah, can you all tell? Okay, got it. Thanks everyone. I can see that. Perfect. Now let's move forward. Another example of a business called Fasos. They are into selling rolls, kebab, wraps. Their business comes from home delivery. And one of the things they had done was they had launched a system in the past called Tweet to Order, which allows their customer to order from them on Twitter. Parallel example would be Domino's. You call Domino's from your phone number. Domino's may already know your name and address. Similarly, for the first time, when you register with Fasos, along with your unique Twitter handle, you will share your phone number, name, and address. Once you have done that, you want to order from them, what would you need to do? You will just have to tweet. So you will say @Fasos for wraps. That's it. Now I want every one of you to type in the advantages this system offer. One, for customers like you. Second, for organization Fasos. Right, guys? What you have to do is you have to type in, not speak. Type in all the advantages this system offer for Fasos customers and for Fasos as an organization. I'm going to give you a few seconds so that all of you could type in, and then we will move forward. Right? So go ahead, guys. Type in your responses. Yes, guys, I can see responses pouring in. Prajakta says quick and easy. Soeli says brand value and name increases. Yeah, by the way, this is one of the best examples of word of mouth marketing. Dheeraj says it's a technique of marketing. Pradeep says more customers. Vidushu says convenient for customers and create customer base. Manoj says, I didn't get it. Manoj, you have to share the advantages. Easy for the customer, easy, the reviews and order updates. Prajakta says positive PR for the company. Umair says easy, modern. Soheli says good for promoting new products. Arpan says they will get a hell of sales, and they get a lot of data as well, a lot of customer insights because they are interacting real time with their customers. And there is so much operational efficiency as well. They don't need to have even a single phone line. They can still take as many concurrent orders, right? Vrinda says it increases the reach through Twitter. Gayatri says tweet is easy, doesn't cost, needs internet connection. That's it. Vidushi says for the organization. Okay, as a customer, it enable quick access to Fasos. Alan says, Ashwin says it would help them create a user database and easily help them generate leads. Akshay says interactive sessions for customers. Customer prefer using social networking. Great, thanks guys. I can see a lot of responses. And this system was being built by one of our program leaders who leads the social media marketing module of our program. And this system had helped Fasos increase their sales by over 10%. Right, guys, I hope it opened your world and mind about leveraging mediums like Twitter in a creative way. One more example of a business called Car Dekho. You would have heard about them, but until 2.5 years back, when they had raised their first round of funding, prior to that, without spending money on advertisement, they could beat their competition like Carwale.com, which has been funded since beginning. One of the key reasons for their success was the way they leverage SEO. As I shared earlier, SEO is a process of getting your website ranked on search engines for relevant keywords. Now, if you want to drive millions of visitors through SEO, you need to hire content writers, and that takes time and money. Now, instead of doing that, headquartered in Jaipur, Car Dekho launched an internship program and asked people who are interested in learning content writing, content marketing, SEO, especially those who are passionate about automobiles and cars, to become part of that internship program. And those interns became their content writers. Through them, they could create a site with lakhs of pages, could target millions of visitors, had millions of visitors. And that is the reason why they are valued over $400 million today. They have already raised over $85 million. Ratan Tata is personally invested in them. And interestingly, they charge an internship free from the interns. So instead of having a cost center of interns, they had a cost center of content writers. They had a profit center of interns and yet could fulfill their objective. That is one of the key reasons for their success. Amit Jain, who is their CEO, is my classmate from IIT Delhi. I was speaking to him a couple of weeks back, and he was sharing a lot about their success. Now, I wanted to share all of these examples to demonstrate the power of this medium. Whether you are a small business or a large organization, whether your customers are in India or abroad, whether you want to use social media, search, or email, this medium works powerfully. Now we will look into and experience the power of Facebook advertisement. One of the key advantages of Facebook ads is the level of targeting it offers. Through Facebook ads, you can target people based on their age, location, gender, relationship status, social connection, even occupation, even education. You can also target people based on some predefined behavior and interest categories like family and relationship, fitness and wellness, food and drink, even based on the device which people are accessing Facebook. If you want your ad to be seen only by people who are using Android or iPhone version like iPhone 7, that is possible. You want your ad to be seen only by people who are currently traveling, you can do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch this another poll. And again, I want every one of you to respond to this question, even if you have no idea about the actual answer. The question is, how many users, about 25 years, are in India on Facebook? All of you have 10 seconds to respond to this. Once I have your response, we will move forward. And as I shared, I want every one of you to respond, even if you have no idea about the answer of a question, but do at least guess. Right? Okay, I can see 60% of you already responded. Let me do the reverse countdown for last 3 seconds, and then we will move forward. Right? So it's 3, 2, 1, and the final go. Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. Here are the results. 7% less than 25, 14% 25 to 50, 27% 50 to 100, 30% 100 to 250, and 21% said more than 250 million. Thanks, everyone. I hope all of you are able to see my screen. Let's check this number in real time, and I will give you an opportunity to do this as well. On this first screen, you will choose your marketing objective, and there you can choose traffic, and then you do continue. Without creating an ad, without putting any money, you can check the number on real time. On this screen where the targeting opportunities exist, we will find that number in real time. Let's first check total number of users. 13 is the minimum age. India is already selected. And then the number on the right hand side is 300 million. That's really, really huge. We want to find out 25 plus years because that's likely to be serious audience. If you see that number itself is 160 million. Now, if you want to find out city-wise instead of India, you can do that. Now, what you have to do is you have to tell me, the exercise is you have to tell me how many men above 25 years are in Delhi on Facebook. What you have to do is you have to go to this URL. This is a shortened URL, and then tell me about that. So I've shared the URL with all of you. You go there. People on mobile may not be able to do that. In that case, you can note down this URL. People who are on desktop or a laptop, you can follow the steps. In the first screen, it may ask you to create an account. You say yes, then you do continue. In the following screen, it will ask you to choose your objective. There you choose traffic, then you do continue, and then you will come to the screen like as I showed you. Here you can check in. And others who are not able to do, you can just follow me here. For example, if I were to do for Mumbai, 25 is already chosen. I choose men. The number on the right hand side is 68 lakhs. The number for Delhi should be similar. And all of those who have got the number, just type into your questions panel so that I know some of you are able to do it, and then we will move forward. So I'm going to give you half a minute for all of those who want to do it. Do it. Those who cannot do it, just note down this URL. And later, you can spend as much time on this. And you would be amazed to see the level of data and insight it gives you for you to validate how powerful, how relevant, and how big Facebook advertisement is. By the way, something similar you can do on Google as well. If you have an active Google account, it can tell you how many keywords are being searched in a location, right? So right now, don't worry about that. I'll show you something that, but right now do this and then follow the steps I had shared in terms of typing here, and then we move forward. No worries, Naveen. You can just note down this URL, like on here on Google. If you want to find out how many times digital marketing is searched in India, it can tell you the volume of data. I can do it in Delhi as well, right? So digital marketing in various variants is searched monthly, roughly 110,000 times in India, right? So like that, you can get some data about in LinkedIn as well. So all of that is very, very interesting, right, guys? Last 10 seconds, wherever you are, Just share the number. You got it. I can see responses pouring in, and then we move forward. It's not about getting the right answer. It's not about even getting an answer. It's about you knowing that you can do it, and then we will move forward, right? Okay, yeah, Nishka, I had shared the URL. You follow those steps. Don't worry, you'll be able to do it later as at much depth. You would want to explore much more. The correct answer should be close to 60 lakhs as I shared, and I can see responses coming in like Sanjay 66 lakhs, Pradeep, Kuldeep. Okay, let me do the reverse countdown for last 3 seconds, and then we will move forward to the next most interesting parts about career opportunities in digital marketing industry. So it's last 3, the final 2, and the ultimate one. Okay, Arjit, got it. Thanks everyone. I now request all of you to focus back, and we will now get into exciting career opportunities in digital marketing industry before we get into the surprise gift and active Q&A. Now, I am being reminded of the time when we started our first venture. That was a time of IT industry. People who got into IT industry then by doing a 6-month software certification program could land into US. Why? Because there was so much demand and very little talent available. That's exactly the opportunity digital marketing offers today. There is so much demand and not enough people exist. Every week we are being approached by brands and agencies who are looking at hiring people, and we don't have enough recommendations. There are various advantages of working in digital marketing industry. It's like if someone asked you, is Facebook allowed in your office? You would proudly be able to say, that's my work. I'm being paid for it. Now, depending upon your interest, you can take up 3 kinds of job opportunities. First, you can work in a digital marketing agency. There you work with multiple clients, you get more external or broader exposure. Or you can work with an individual brand, going more deeper, more inward. Or work with a tool provider or a platform company like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Adobe, and get different variety of experience. Now, depending upon your education qualification, your work experience, and most important, your skills and knowledge in digital marketing, you get different title and salary. Someone who may not be even a graduate without any experience starts as an executive level with 0 to 1 year experience, gets anywhere between 1.5 to 4 lakhs annual salary. Then you move to a specialist role, to a team lead role, to a strategist or analyst role, to a digital marketing head role with 5 to 10 years experience and gets 10 to 30 lakh salary. Now, this does not take into consideration people coming from exceptional educational background, exceptional work experience, and those, having great and exceptional knowledge and skills about digital marketing. Those kind of people working in large corporates, high growth startups gets as high as 1 crore salary, and that's really, really huge. And that's why I was saying that today is the best time to be part of this industry than tomorrow because of the early mover advantage, right? Now, we get into that surprise gift and active Q&A. Before that, I want to walk you through the opportunity of our flagship digital marketing master certification program. As you would have noticed, this is an instructor-led live online classroom program. These are the 3 upcoming batches, the batch starting from this Saturday, then Sunday batch, then Tuesday and Thursday batch. The Saturday and Sunday timings for the live sessions are 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For Tuesday and Thursdays, 8 to 9:30 p.m. So effectively 3.5 hour live sessions every week. Duration is 3 to 6 months, depending upon the mode you want to choose. I will shortly share with you the details between both of them. This program has over 240 learning hours. The curriculum comprises of 6 core modules. Now, each of these core modules is covered in depth anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks. And there are lots of specialization modules, which includes Facebook marketing, which is a 2-week program created with Facebook, content marketing created with LinkedIn, affiliate marketing, freelancing in digital marketing. Likewise, a lot of specialization modules. You also get exclusive access to our industry interaction sessions in the form of experts plugged in. There are maximum of 30 seats in each batch. That's why there are last few seats available. Now, individually, you can do different modules. And if you do one by one, you will end up paying over 1 lakh rupee. Now, sometime back, when Facebook marketing was a separate course, if you wanted to get that also, the fee was 69,500 too. Right now, Facebook marketing is part of CDMM, and you have even special fee of less than 60,000 rupees. For you to have a real enriching practical experience, we give you a lot of special privileges, including 80,000 word digital marketing tools free of cost. Now, once you take your CDMM exam, you get this joint exclusive certification from Digital Vidya and vSkills, which is a Government of India initiative. These are the different kinds of tools you get access to. They have different subscription period, and your journey would begin when you are in respective modules. Now, the kind of people who learn digital marketing from us includes people who want to do really well in their career, some of them who wanted to go abroad as well, like Kanchan, Raj, Harun are doing very well in Dubai. And people who get regularly placed in India, like she got placed with 7 lakh package. A lot of very, very senior people like VP Media Star, Director of Microsoft, a lot of celebrities, RJ Simran, Anjum Chopra, who's the captain of Indian women cricket team, ex-captain of Indian cricket women team. She was also part of our program recently. Then a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners, Travel Triangle founding team was part of our program. It helped them successfully leverage digital marketing. They have raised over $20 million and doing really, really well. A lot of students, Charvi, Manoj, in all streams, BCom, MBA, BBA, BTech, first year, second year, third year, we regularly see participation because this is one of the best opportunities for career today. The kind of companies where people in digital marketing work, the kind of companies who reach out to us includes all kinds of companies like internet-based company, consulting companies, technology companies, services companies, digital marketing agency, and of course, we continuously hire from our own participants batch. The kind of certifications you get in this program includes certificate of completion for the 6 core modules. Once your overall program is completed, you get a certificate of completion. Once you take your CDMM exam, you get a joint certificate. You get exclusive certification from Facebook, which is jointly created with Facebook, and exclusive certification from LinkedIn as part of this content marketing course, which is part of CDMM program. Now, this program also helps you prepare and pass various other industry certifications like HubSpot inbound marketing certification, 7 of the Google AdWords certification, or Google Analytics certification. Now, let me help you visualize how do you fulfill your objectives in this journey. Now, first thing we do is we profile you. We understand you and your background. Like if you are a student, you may be looking for starting your career. If you are a professional, you may be looking at growing your career, maybe switching your career. If you are an entrepreneur, business owner, you are interested in growing your organization. Whatever your objective is, we profile you. Now your learning begins the moment you start this journey with us because you get exclusive access to a learning management system in which you start to receive various kinds of learning material. Now, we want to make sure that you're learning everything hands-on practically. So the first thing you do in this program is you create your own blog or a website so that whatever you're learning subsequently, you apply it real time. For example, you're doing SEO, you are doing PPC, you are doing content marketing, you are creating your own blog, you are doing analytics, all of that you can do real time. As I said earlier, this program has over 240 learning hours. If you choose a 6 months mode, it's roughly around 10 hours a week. This includes over 140 hours of hands-on practical experience. You also get exclusive access to a research-based remote internship program, over 12 industry certifications, and we have a dedicated placement cell to provide placement assistance. Now I want to share something important, which is how do we normally jump upon or mostly miss out on opportunities? We all come across opportunities regularly in our lives, but most of the times we say, once this gets taken care of, once that is done, I will jump on. And I would normally do that as well. But one personal experience I want to share with all of you. When I was doing my first job and then I had got a job in US, I had come to Delhi, my hometown, and I was waiting for my visa. The same point of time, 2 of my batchmates approached me and said that we are starting something of our own. Would you like to join? That was a very difficult situation. One side there was a cushy job in US, on the other side, unknown world of entrepreneurship. But deep inside my heart, I knew that this opportunity is unique. I can go to US anytime. Despite no support from family, I made that call. And today I'm very, very proud that I made that call. Otherwise, like most of my batchmates who have been saying next year, I might not have turned to this unique opportunity of being an entrepreneur. Why I'm sharing with you is today you've got an opportunity of looking at how can you turn around your life using digital marketing. And as a friend, guide, and mentor, I don't want you to postpone or put this opportunity in future as a one day. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer a couple of your questions which are asked while I'm launching this poll. And then we will get into that surprise, that gift, and active Q&A. And I really want every one of you to respond to this poll. If you genuinely believe that digital marketing can help you grow in your career or business, you should choose a specific day. If you believe that digital marketing is of no interest to you, you're most welcome to choose the last option as well, right? But I really want every one of you to choose one option, right? Now, while you're doing that, let me answer a couple of questions which are being asked. Now, some of you had asked a question that I don't know anything in digital marketing. Would I be able to cope up? Great question, guys. You don't need to know anything in digital marketing when you start this journey with us. We don't assume any prior knowledge of digital marketing. Likewise, there are questions about, I don't know programming, coding, how can I be successful? Great question again. As a digital marketer, you don't need to know coding, programming, or technology. The maximum you need to know is HTML, which takes 2 to 4 hours, and we'll take care of you learning that. Otherwise, that's not a constraint. Likewise, there is no constraint of even education, qualification, or work experience. Now, many of you had asked about how can I do this program in 3 months or 3.5 months. So let me answer that. Now, as you would have noticed, there are 3 batches, a Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday and Thursday. In each of the batches, there is a one module which goes for a month, the core module. Now, if you want to do this program in 3.5 months, you would need to choose 2 batches, say Saturday and Sunday, or a Saturday and a weekday batch, or a Sunday and a weekday batch. Everything else, including fees, would remain the same. The only difference is you need to spend 6 to 8 hours of time every week to do your assignments and exercises of the 2 batches if you're choosing that accelerated mode. So other than the time for your live sessions, which is again around 6-7 hours, you should have time of 6 to 8 hours to do all assignments and exercises. If you have that, you're welcome to choose that accelerated mode. Right now, you have to choose one date. Rest of the dates, you can share the second details. You can talk to my colleagues, and they'll be happy to share and take your preference. Right now, around 55% of our audience chooses that accelerated mode. Right? I hope that question is also answered. Now, a couple of more questions I will answer. By the way, 70% of you have already voted. 30% are still to go. And my personal request to all those 30% who have still not voted to vote. Now, let me answer a question about research-based remote internship, which is a unique and integral part of this program. Now, I can see most of you are looking at starting this program on this weekend. Now, what happens is every week when you have your live sessions, you will learn about a specific area through a case study or a concept or a tool. And into the middle of your program, your internship would begin. How would that happen is every week, you will choose a case study, concept, or a tool. And after your live sessions, you will go deeper into that area and present your research on that tool, case study, or a concept in the form of a blog post. We give you special training about that. Assuming your blog post meets the quality parameters of an effective blog, it goes live on our blog with your name. Now, it helps you in multiple ways. It helps you reinforce your learning about that area. It helps you learn more about content marketing, blogging. It helps you build your own portfolio, and you get an additional certificate of internship without any additional fee. So that's a unique and integral part of area about internship opportunity, which is part of CDMM program. Now, before we move forward, let me answer one more question about why did we get into delivering our programs online, right? I'm sure you would be asking that question. Hopefully for most of you, it might have been already answered by now, but let me still answer. So as I shared, in 2009, when we started our journey, we used to do a 2-day social media marketing workshop. That point of time, to answer our audience question, which was why social media, that workshop was sufficient. But over a period of time, the question for our audience got expanded from why social media to how digital marketing. And we realized for us to answer this question for our audience, a workshop is not sufficient. We will need to offer a long-term course. Given the kind of people who participate, given we are talking of online marketing, given education was moving online, in 2011, we started doing pilot sessions in the form of instructor-led online sessions. And we discovered so many obvious and not so obvious advantages. I will share each one of them one by one. By the way, 84% of you have already voted, 16% are still to go, and I would really, really appreciate if all of you would completely do it so that then we move forward, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the reverse countdown for last 5 seconds so that all of you could respond, and then we will move forward, right? So and by the way, I will answer all those specific benefits why instructor-led online is your best mode of learning digital marketing, right? Okay, so it's last 5, the final 4, the ultimate 3, and the 2, and the last 1. Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. Now, I'll answer this. There are various obvious and some not so obvious advantages. First, you could be traveling anywhere. Still, you don't need to miss. So you will be able to attend almost every session. Even if you miss, you will get the recording of every session. even after your program is completed, you will continue to get access to your future sessions recording, and that would stay with you with your lifetime. You can attend from the comfort of your place. You save a lot of precious time and money, which otherwise would go waste considering the series of sessions. And if you look at extreme hot and cold areas, you would also appreciate the comfort you would get. Right now, if you go in Delhi outside, you would know what I'm talking about. Now, another big advantage is because your live sessions and timing between live sessions is everything online, this Connect works very, very effectively. You will have access to a learning management system through which you will have access to exclusive discussion forum, which will give you access to your program leaders and your participants. You will also have access to your course coordinator over the phone as well. Now you get to learn from the diversity of your batch because people are from different locations. The biggest reason is this: as this program got expanded to so many different areas, we realized we would need to have 12 to 15 program leaders for every batch. And we wanted to make sure that every program leader has typically 5 to 10, 12 years experience. It's not possible to get even 3 of such program leaders in a single city. That was the reason why I completely switched to our programs in the form of instructor-led online sessions in 2013. And since then, we have stopped doing physical programs. Today, at any point of time, over 1,500 participants participate across over 50 batches across, 50 countries parallelly, right? And one of the reasons for doing this session was for you to experience it yourself. Now I want to give you that surprise and that gift. Now, mobile app marketing, as I shared, is one of the interesting areas in digital marketing, which is about how do you promote a product or a service using mobile application. Now, based on the request of our participants, we launched an advanced course on mobile app marketing. It is a master level certification, which has a fee of over 20,000 rupees. Now, all of you have this special opportunity today. If you register into CDMM program today by 7 p.m., by paying your full fee, which is already a special fee, you get exclusive access to this mobile app marketing program without paying any additional fee. So what you can do is, anytime from now till 7 p.m., you can go through this URL. I'm sharing this URL with all of you. It is again a shortened URL. And what you then do is you register using your preferred mode of registration. Even if you want to do an accelerated mode, you have to choose only one of the batches. The rest of the batch would be available to you when you speak to my colleagues. So that is, exclusive opportunity. If you register by 7 p.m. by paying in full, my team, vSkills team would be notified, and then they will ensure that you get access to this program later, right? If you have any question about that, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. I hope all of you got the link, and then we can, do it. Great. Now, let me move forward. I want to give you this again as a special gift. LinkedIn profile is the most important factor for success on LinkedIn. This is a step-by-step exercise which is otherwise available to the participants of our program. Right now, what you get access to is this exercise. You go to this URL, register using one of the 3 options. Don't use Facebook because Facebook is undergoing some changes. Use preferably LinkedIn or Google+, which is one way, Gmail. Once you are registered, you then tell me you are able to do it so that then we can move forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this URL with all of you so that you can register it. Once you are able to register, you let me know that you are able to do it so that then I can move forward. Once you are registered, you don't have to do anything else. You will get a step-by-step instruction, which will ensure that over next 2 to 3 hours, not right now, but whenever you want to do it, over a few days, you will be able to create an effective LinkedIn profile, right? So guys, I'm going to give you 30 seconds for all of you to complete this, and then we will move forward, get into that Q&A, and I'll be more than happy to answer every question you may have. By the way, I can see a lot of your questions, right? And I'll be happy to answer all of that. Okay. Sure, guys. Once you are able to reach there, can you all just confirm so that then I can move forward, right? Wait, so someone had asked my English is not good. I can speak a little bit, so I can get a job in digital marketing. Sure, by the way, people who don't have great communication skills, so within digital marketing, some of the areas like SEO followed by SCM are more relevant than compared to social media marketing. But anyways, they are connected areas. You still need to know everything. But for sure, if you don't have great communication skills, SEO is one of the greatest opportunities. Yeah, Varun, there are no additional fee for the exam. If you are part of this program, even Facebook marketing course, you don't have to pay any additional fee. Otherwise, Facebook Blueprint will cost around $150. But here, this particular certification with Facebook, you don't pay anything. Even HubSpot, Google AdWords, analytics certifications are also free of cost. There is no additional fee for these skill certification as well. Right, guys, I'm going to give you 5 more seconds, and I can see a lot of confirmation that you are able to register here, and we then move forward. And don't worry, I'll answer all of your questions. You don't have to type your question again. We have enough time. Right? Great. Now we'll get into active Q&A. But before that, let me answer your questions about opportunity of digital marketing based on 2 aspects. First, based on your job profile. Now let's look into one by one. If you are in marketing, which includes media, PR, content, branding, advertisement, journalism, you don't have a choice but to learn digital marketing. Why? Because digital marketing is one of the core components of marketing today. So if you are in marketing, want to be in marketing, you don't have a choice but to learn digital marketing. Otherwise, honestly, you would be left behind, right? Now, if you are in sales, now salespeople may not be managing companies' presence on digital, but their job includes, generating new leads, converting your existing leads, leveraging your existing relationships. All of that can be done far better if you know digital marketing. So within your sales profile, you can do far better. Of course, a lot of companies allow salespeople to start playing a role in marketing as well. That's why we see at senior level positions like VP sales and marketing, head of sales and marketing. So that could be another opportunity for salespeople. Now, if you are in IT, first part could be design. Given most of the design work is today for digital, your knowledge about digital marketing is critical. If you are in development like programming, technology, marketing automation is one of the great areas. You can leverage your market programming skills and digital marketing acquired knowledge. If you are in services like project management in IT services firm, a lot of projects today are about digital transformation. So if you know how does digital media work, you may be able to get edge above your peers in services industry, in IT services industry as well. Now, if you are in other professions, some of the other professions like HR effectively uses digital marketing for hiring, retaining existing employees, employer branding. So those are other reasons for HR professionals to learn digital marketing. Now, there are some common benefits of learning digital marketing. There are multiple of them. First of them is you may want to do freelancing. Because digital marketing can be executed remotely, freelancing in digital marketing is one of the greatest opportunities. Then you may want to build your own personal or professional brand. Whichever industry, profession you are in, your personal brand makes a lot of difference. Leveraging channels like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn help you do that. So that could be another reason. Third, you may want to become an entrepreneur, right? So you have an entrepreneurial dream. While digital marketing skills alone will not guarantee success, but definitely it is one of the core skills you want to acquire. Then people may be able to expand their profile. That could be another common reasons for learning digital marketing. Now, based on years of experience, opportunity of digital marketing. If you are a student or a fresher, I think this is one of the best career opportunities. And I am telling you based on our experience, including with IIM graduates, those who were part of our programs got many more interview opportunities than their peers who were not. So whichever stream you are, whichever year you are, assuming you are interested in building a career in marketing, digital marketing, the best time to start digital marketing is today, right? Now, if you are a professional with up to 2 years of experience, it is possible to switch whichever background you are from because 2 years is not a lot of period. But if you have many years of experience, like more than 2 years, like 5 years in finance, 10 years in, say, HR, then instead of trying to become a digital marketer, because you would be treated as a fresher, you should look at all the reasons I shared earlier, like building or growing your personal brand, maybe interested in freelancing, maybe expanding your profile, or you may want to realize your entrepreneurial dream. So those are the reasons why you may want to learn digital marketing, right? I hope it answered a lot of your questions, but don't worry, I will answer every question and we will do that. By the way, while I'm going to answer questions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the screen for all of you. This will take 2 minutes for you to share your experience about today's session. And that will help us make this session even more interesting in future, right? So can I request all of you to spare 2 minutes for me and then answer this question, 2-3 questions on this URL. It is a shortened URL, bits.ly/DMO-FB. Right now, while you're doing that, let me answer your questions. Now, there are two ways you can ask a question. First, you can type in your question. If you've already done that, don't worry about asking it again. I will answer every question. Or you can raise your hand and you can ask your question on the microphone to me directly. I'll be more than happy to answer that. Now, some of you have raised your hand earlier. Your question might have been answered already. In that case, you can unraise your hand. So let me share who all have raised their hand currently. Prateek, Arpan, then someone with the name H, Naveen Kumar, then Vivek, then Pushpendra, Rupali, who have raised their hand. Ashwin, I can see some hands raised up, some hands raised down. So let me, answer one by one. And Sanket, I am starting with you. Yes, Sanket, you can ask your question to me. Yeah. Sanket, you have a question? Your hand was raised, or in case you don't have a question, or for any reason you're not able to speak out, you can type in your question in the questions panel, and I'll be more than happy to answer that. Right? Let me move to Arpan. Arpan, I have unmuted you. Arpan, you will have an option to unmute yourself on the GoToWebinar control panel. Can you please unmute yourself and then speak out? Right now you are on mute. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Yes,
We can hear you, Arpan. Ask.
I wanted to know about the difference between the 6 months course and the 3 months course, sir.
Okay, got it. Great question, Arpan. As I had answered earlier, the only difference is you will have to spend around 6 to 8 hours of time every week to do the assignments and exercises, which in case of 6 months would be roughly 3 to 4 hours. So what happens is, if you are choosing a 3-month mode, you will be choosing 2 batches. Say you choose Saturday and Sunday, or a Saturday and a weekday batch, or a Sunday and a weekday batch. Everything else, including fees, would remain same, but you will spend double the time in live sessions and you will spend double the time in assignments and exercises. So if you can spare that much time, you're most welcome to choose the accelerated mode. Around 50% of our audience chooses that. Does that answer your question, Arpan? Right, Arpan? Got it. Great. So I hope it answered for you and for others as well. Thank you for asking that. Ashwin, I'm moving to you. Ashwin, you can ask your question. Yes, Ashwin, do you have a question for me? Or, yeah, Ashwin, or you can type it. For some reason, we are not able to hear you. Yes, you don't have a good audio. That's perfectly fine. You can type your question. I'm able to see your question there, right? And that is another way any one of you can ask your question, right? So Ashwin, I'm going to wait for another few seconds so that I can see your question, and then I will answer that. I've already raised 2 questions. Oh, your questions would be maybe earlier. Don't worry, Ashwin, I'll come to your questions. Yeah, okay, fine, you can do that, and you can speak to my colleagues. But if you want to get mobile app marketing course, then you will have to pay by 7 p.m. Yeah, otherwise, of course, you speak to my colleagues. They'll be happy to help you with that, right? Got it. Great. Let me move to now someone else like Kuldeep. Kuldeep, you can ask your question. Yeah, Kuldeep, do you have a question for me? Okay, looks like, yeah, Kuldeep, do you have a question? Otherwise, you can type in as well. Okay, no, you have raised your hand earlier, looks like. Okay, I am moving to Pushpendra. Puha Pendra, right? Or is it Pushpendra?
Hello.
Yes, you can ask your question.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's actually a common question, but I'm asking you that if you, I think you have already answered, but I will say ask you again that if I don't have any type of market knowledge or company knowledge, then how can I begin with this digital marketing?
Got it. Great question. So, as I had answered earlier, digital marketing is not a rocket science. You don't need any prerequisite in terms of education, qualification, or work experience.
Sir,
And we don't have
your,
any previous knowledge.
I'm not able to hear you, sir. Hello.
Oh, is it? Yeah, Push. Can you hear me? Can others hear me? I think it's working fine. Can others confirm that you're able to hear me? Guys, can other people just
No,
confirm
sir.
that my voice is audible? Yeah, Pushpendra looks like,
Hello.
interestingly. Yes, can you hear me, Pushpendra? That's
Yeah.
surprising. Yes. Are you able to hear me? So as I had
Hello.
shared, yes, there is no prerequisite of any prior knowledge in digital marketing, right? So Pushpendra, I'm typing your, I will type in for you. There is, so that you can just get the answer here. There is no prerequisite in this program. Yes, Pushpendra, I have answered your question on the questions panel. I hope it answered for you. For some reason, you're not able to listen to me, others are able to listen to me, and I can even listen to you. But I hope that answered you, right? Let me move to someone else. Ashish. Yes, Ashish, can you unmute yourself? You are on mute at your end. You will have to unmute yourself using the GoToWebinar control panel. You will have an option. If you are on mobile, you will see an option, same as in case of desktop or a laptop. So Ashish, or in case you don't want to ask a question, you want to type in, you're welcome to do that. Right? Okay, got it. Let me move to Shah. Shah, I'm going to unmute you. Shah, can you unmute yourself if you want to ask? You are on mute at your end. Others who, yes, Shah, you can ask your question.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Shah, I can hear you.
Sir, I wanted to ask one thing ki, what will be starting pay scale after the completion of this digital marketing course? Like wherever we'll get the job and such.
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is based on years of experience, based on title and salary range, annual salary in India. Of course, if you are from great academic institute, great, work experience, if you already have, or if you have great skills about digital marketing, the salary could be much higher. This is salary in India. Outside India, salary, of course, would be much higher in most of the developed nations. Right? Does that answer your question, Shah?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for asking that. Let me move to Vivek Bhatia. Vivek, I'm going to unmute you. You can ask your question. Vivek, you will have to unmute yourself. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, sir. So
Yes. By the way, I can put my video on.
yeah, will you provide a 100% job guarantee or any type of internship like that after completing the course?
Are you asking that will we provide any job guarantee?
Sorry, placement guarantee like that.
Okay, so we provide placement assistance where
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do a lot of we do a lot of things. We help you prepare for interviews. We help you create resume. We tell you various kinds of opportunities. We ensure that you've done all the assignments, exercises before you can be ready for your placement sessions. Of course, we cannot determine the results of your interview. That is the reason no one can guarantee you a job. But rest of the work we can do. Also, one of the things you learn in this program is how can you leverage mediums like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So that becomes your own asset and a strength, which you can use to ongoingly fulfill your professional or career objectives. A lot of people have been able to go abroad. It's not that they were placed, all of them are placed by us. So the beauty of this medium is you learn how to ongoingly solve your own professional objectives as well, not just being dependent on us. Right, Vivek, does that answer your question?
Okay, yes, sir. Right.
Great. Thanks, Vivek, for asking your question. Let me move forward. Rupali, I'm going to unmute you and you can ask your question. Rupali, you are on mute. Can you unmute yourself and then ask your question? Yes, Rupali, you will see an option to unmute yourself on this GoToWebinar control panel. Right now at your end, you are on mute and I can't unmute you. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, what is the, how much time exactly we will start earning if, after doing this course? I mean, while we are doing it, we can start.
So are you asking about freelancing or are you asking about full-time job?
Obviously not full-time job, but something like, freelancing or something like that, which can happen
Now,
on side course.
sure, I'll answer that. So in freelancing, what happens is you offer services to other organizations. Now you can offer a single service, like you only do, say, Facebook advertisements, you can do SEO, you can offer a group of services. You can do that as an individual, you can do as a group of people. You can serve a company in India, you can serve a company outside India. Depending upon your services, the scope, how much you earn varies between few thousand rupees per month to few even lakh of rupees plus as well. Now,
Does that
how,
start while I'm doing the course?
sorry,
Does that start while I'm still doing the course?
it can. So it really depends upon how quickly you have mastered the skills. And that is a function of you doing assignments and exercises. Right? So there are people while in the program have been able to get freelancing opportunities. There have been people who took a couple of months to reach there. There have been people who never got it. I don't know, at least to the level we track, they didn't get that. Right? So I just don't want to give you any rosy picture, but it is possible while you are in the program. The only thing is, if you offer digital marketing services to others, your own knowledge and capability has to be really high. So for that, you make sure that you are participating in the program by not missing even a single assignment. And there are a lot of sites where you can get freelancing assignments. Even if you check on Naukri, Naukri also has a list of freelancing assignments as well. Otherwise, sites like Upwork, freelancer.com, guru.com, many of these sites have digital marketing freelancing assignments. Right, Rupali, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think as of now, yes. But then in your curriculum, is there a particular part which, focuses on this area?
Yes, if you notice, let me just open that because some of you are asking these questions. I'll keep this screen open. So we have a specialization module on freelancing in digital marketing. There we share with you what kind of services you can offer, how do you create your proposal, how do you price it, where can you find these services. So we help you support in that. Right, Rupali?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Okay.
Okay, you're welcome, Rupali. Thank you for asking that question. Bhavya, I'm going to unmute you. Bhavya, you can ask your question. Bhavya, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Hello, sir. Sir, I
Yes.
wanted to know that in this session you told us that we will going to get the Facebook Blueprint certificate also.
You don't get Facebook Blueprint certification. You get Facebook Marketing Master certification from Digital Vidya and Facebook jointly.
And sir, there is also a certificate that is called a Blueprint certificate from Facebook,
That's right. Right. Facebook Blueprint certification is an online program. No, you have to go to Pearson Center. I think there are 2 exams. It costs around $170. You can, once you are in this program, you can take up that, but you don't even have to take up that because you are already getting this certification from Facebook.
So means we don't have to take it separately. You are providing us that now.
Yes. So you get this Facebook marketing certification from Digital Vidya and Facebook. It is a joint certificate directly certified by Facebook.
Because in the session I heard that you were saying that we will going to get the certificate included in the course and we don't have to pay extra for that certificate.
That's right. This particular certificate, as I had shared, is I'm sharing with you. This is the certificate. If you look at, this is signed by Facebook, this is signed by me, and this is jointly created with Facebook. And not just certificate, this course is created with Facebook, this particular module.
Okay, sir. And the certificate that is Blueprint certificate and this certificate both are the same.
No, they are, say the names are different. That's why they are different. But if you have taken this, when you go to somewhere, it tells them you have not just taken the exam, it tells them that you've gone through a course. So in one way, it's going to be even more valuable.
If we are having this, then we don't require that Blueprint certificate.
Yes.
Okay, sir. And one more question, that in total, how many certificates we are going to get?
Actually, if you look at 6 of this, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you feel 11, this are 18, 19. So 19 are listed here. But to be honest, don't worry about number of certificates. The real value of this program is the hands-on experience you get here. But otherwise, these are 19 certifications which you can get.
Okay, sir. And sir, one more question.
Quickly.
Sir, it is that Google is providing one free course for this digital marketing, some garage course. It is.
Yes.
So
yeah, that's a very basic course only on Google.
It is not included in this, na?
Yeah. So that is a very basic course. Every company offers.
Do that and this also. Will this, sir, beneficial or not? If it is included in this, then
No. This is very advanced course. The
Okay.
free course by Google is a very orientation level course,
Means if
and there
one can wants, then do
you can
both
do
of
both.
them. Because
Yeah, you can do both. But if you have done this, that would be a very small subset of this,
no,
right, Bhavesh?
if we are okay, sir.
Yes, you can take both. You can take both.
Okay, no, we are going to take this course for sure. But if
You
we
can
have
take
enrolled in this course, then is there any need to do that, or if we want
not
can do?
required. Not required. That's what
Not
I'm saying.
required.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Right?
sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Guys, what I'm going to do now is I can see there we have 10 minutes left, and if required, I will extend the time a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read your questions which are being typed on the question panel. And since you have many of you had asked the dates, etc., I am leaving the screen on so that those are answered, some of those details. But you will have to give me time for me to scan through your questions because your questions are hidden between your other responses from the beginning. So I'm going from the beginning and then answer all your questions. So you will have to give me some time. Why would a digital marketer do this course? Anishka, I hope that is answered by now. So Ellie says, a way to have digital presence. Okay, that was the answer to my question. What is digital marketing? Okay, let me move forward. Can you please explain convert part in inbound marketing? Okay, Akshay, convert part is once you have got a visitor, how do you convert to a prospect or a lead? Once you have got a lead, how do you convert to a customer? So there is a concept of landing page optimization, which convert a visitor to a lead, and there is a concept of lead nurturing, which converts a lead to a customer. So those are the parts which are being covered there, right? I hope the question about don't having a great English that is answered. Then let me move forward. I will. There are still many questions. You don't have to type your question again. Don't worry, guys. I will get all your questions. These are answers to my question about FASOS. Okay, now once this is answered, yeah, so Vikyat, as I shared, if you miss a session, you get recording of every session even after your program is completed. If there is a parallel batch and you are available, you can attend that particular session live as well in some other day, right? But recording would be sufficient because that's relevant to you. Difference between 3 and 6 months course, I hope Arpan it is answered now. Mira had asked in the Hindi of labels, Mira, given all the work done on digital is on English, including the channels. That's the reason we do this program in English, right? But you don't have to be a perfect in English. Vidushi says, what according to you could be the future changes in this course or field of digital marketing and its scope? So it's Vidushi, great question. It's only going to grow. It's only going to become bigger. Mobile is going to become even more integral. So we continue to evolve our program. That's why we continue to share with you the future recordings. But once you are in this more, medium, you will continue to learn it, right? Then I got the waiting for name. I don't get your name. Yeah, sure. You can speak to my colleague. They'll be happy to share the details. Vrinda says, I've just passed out from the college. I want to do my master's in mass communication, further do advertisement. Will digital marketing help me? Vrinda, you don't have a choice but to learn digital marketing given mass communication or advertising as a career if you want to choose. Dheeraj says, I'm pursuing my BBA third now. If you are interested in building career in marketing, digital marketing, or even consulting, you must acquire digital marketing skill ASAP. Chinmaya says, I'm into lead generation sales of 1.5 years of experience. Will it really help me to opt this course? Absolutely. If you are in lead generation, digital marketing is one of the best ways to generate leads today. And you may want to even switch as well. Vishali says, I have 10 years of non-marketing experience. Will getting into digital marketing now fetch me equivalent salary? No, Vishali, if you are not from marketing, you after 10 years, you start applying in digital marketing as a fresher, you would be a fresher. That's why I shared. Someone like you should look at maybe expanding your profile, look at grow and build your personal brand, maybe interested in freelancing, or if you are interested in becoming an entrepreneur, that could be another reason, right? Dheeraj says, should I start my course after my UG? No, if you are interested in building a career, the earlier the better, because you are anyway spending so much time on this medium, and then it becomes productive. Ashwin says, I have 1.5 years of experience in digital marketing. Whatever I will learn, I will apply in days work. And if I stuck with anything, how often can I clarify my doubts? You will have access to your learning management system. You can ask your question 24/7 and we reply within certain time. Mayur says, sir, what type of job at first as a starter will I get? On that table, executive was a first base. So it depends, you know, the kind of company. You may be playing a role in multiple areas. You may be doing, say, only SEO. You may be doing only SEM. But anyway, these are connected areas, right? But if you want to grow faster in multiple areas, like you want to become a head of digital marketing, you anyways need to know all of that. Are there jobs available in tourism and hospitality? Absolutely, Akshay. That is one of the most active domains which is using digital marketing because their audience is on this medium. And that's true for, that's how you should look at, is digital marketing relevant? By asking the question, is my target audience available on this medium? Rohit says, will the course help us to keep up with changing technology as Google AdWords and many other platforms are changing? Absolutely, Rohit. That's why we continue to give you lifetime access to your content, even future recordings. Arjit says, I have 8 years of experience in traditional marketing. How digital Vidya helps me in my career? Or if you are in traditional marketing, believe me, you will be left behind if you don't acquire digital marketing skills. Once you have acquired digital marketing skills, you look at integrated marketing and look at senior marketing roles. Otherwise, you will be left behind, to be very honest. Right? Then my English is okay, that I've already answered. Varun says, will the exams for acquiring certifications carry any cost? Varun, in this program, for all the certifications I shared, you don't have to pay any fee. Right? For example, HubSpot and Google certifications are anyways free. And for LinkedIn and Facebook, you don't have to pay anything. So is the case with vSkills. Will there be frequent tests? So Gayatri, there are quizzes which are part of your LMS. That's for self-assessment. For all the certifications, there are exams. Can you provide videos of any session? Akshay, I think more than, of course we can, but more than the video, I think this idea was for you to experience it live. Is the session being recorded? Yes, Manish, this session is also recorded. Dheeraj, we have different kind of people who have different interests. Some people who are entrepreneur, not interested in placement. That's why different people get placed at different places. And many of the people are interested in a specific job at a senior level. They are looking at freelancing. Some of them are interested in going to particular geography. That's why I think different people have different career objectives, and that's how it's measured. And Dheeraj, I've already shared the average salary. Ujjwal, our office is in Delhi. Will the course teach underlying framework of each topic or only technology? Rohit, we share everything, including integrated digital marketing, right? By the way, guys, let me put my video on as well. There is not much, more content, but it will make this still alive. Do we also get any study material? Yes, Ujjwal, but all the material you get is in the form of your learning management system. Nothing offline because things become obsolete very soon. Manish, yes, that's possible. But if you want to get access to the mobile app marketing, you will have to pay in full by tonight by 7 p.m. How long it takes to be on the first page of the Google through SEO? Sanjay, great question, but it's a function of which keyword. You can get ranked on the first page for the keyword which is about your brand name, versus it may take years or you may never get on the first page for a very, very competitive keyword. Also, it's a function of reputation of your site, the efforts you do. But for a new site, getting on the first page for a reasonably competitive keyword, it typically takes few weeks to few months, right? Sakshi says, I'm an aspiring travel blogger. I run a website and aim to be an Instagram influencer hand in hand. Sure, a lot of travel bloggers are doing very well as freelancers as well. And for sure, I think knowledge about digital marketing is critical. Can I do freelancing and job side by side? Sure. And of course, if you need to spare some time for freelancing. And of course, before that for learning. Rohit says, can I expect a salary between 20,000 to 25,000 as a fresher after completing CDM course? That's possible, Rohit, but don't be so much stuck about your first salary. More important than that, you should look at great work, great company, right? Does your institute assure placements? Varun, as I said, we cannot guarantee you a job because the decision of a company is in their hand. But we otherwise provide placement support. Vardhani says, because of, okay, sure. Yes, okay, that's already answered. I have already raised 2 questions. I hope, Chinmay, I hope your question is answered. Bhavya, your question is also answered, so that I can meet you people personally. Umair, our program leaders are in Mumbai if you want to lead one of them. But otherwise, I think you're most welcome to speak to us, see us in video, speak to us online on call, right? Or if we are traveling any point of time in Mumbai, we will be more than happy to meet you. But I think we have people from across the world. That's I think the interesting part of being online. Arjit, I hope your question is answered. Ashwin says, I have 1.5 years experience in digital marketing. I hope your question is also answered, Ashwin. Around 10% of our audience are digital marketers who have similar objectives of expanding their profile. What is the difference between Google certification and yours? Sanket, Google certifications are Google certifications. Our certifications are, across all areas. Like we offer Facebook marketing, LinkedIn content marketing as well, and we help you prepare for Google certification as well. It's not about Google certification versus our certification, and it's not just about certification. What you get in this program is beyond certification, right? Certifications otherwise only test your largely theoretical knowledge about a personal or a specific area. I'm a fresher and don't know about this, Kuldeep. Sure, as I shared, you don't need any prior digital marketing knowledge. What will be the starting package? Shah, you hope you got that answer. Excited to start learning from you, sir. Arpan. Same here, Arpan. I don't know about the coding, Kuldeep. You don't need to know programming. The maximum you need to know is HTML. And I hope that takes around 2 to 4 hours and we take care of that. Sohail says, I'm unable to log into Digital Vidya web page for LinkedIn. Don't worry, Sohail. You can try it later. You can try Google Plus and it should work fine. Yes, Asaf, you can do that. Speak to my colleague. They'll be happy to take care of your participation and your registration. Tanuj says, do we secure our future by pursuing digital marketing? Absolutely, Tanuj. This is one of the best opportunities, not just for right now, but for future, because still a lot of people who are not yet on digital will go, and then we will continue to increase our time on this medium, right? So it's going to be a critical part. Guys, we still have a lot of questions. I will have to extend the time. Let me take 10 more minutes, and I hope you would want to stay. If any one of you have scheduled yourself time to be part of this session till 4:30, you are welcome to complete this. Thank you once again, and we'll be sharing with you recording of this session as well, right? Chenmai says, sir, I'm still skeptical about opting course because I'm working in sales as sales lead generation. They want me to promote towards marketing role. What role should I ask for so that my 1.5 years of experience in sales will not be wasted? Sure, Chinmay, if you are anyways being asked to get into marketing, if you have acquired digital marketing skills, your sales experience would be useful as well. What is the extent of assistance? Rupali, I hope your question is answered. Which software will be used to create the website? Why don't we give you through WordPress, we'll give you AWS hosting, right? So we ask you to purchase a domain name if you want to do on your own domain. So that's how it works. Bal Reddy says, is it good to be a freelancer or do a job? So both are, valid choices. One gives you more flexibility, freedom. The other gives you more networking and meeting people. So it really depends upon what you want to do. Ideally, I think if you want to get a great career, you join a good company doing full time. But if you want to become an entrepreneur, starting as a freelancer, then as a group of people, then you can launch your own agency as well, right? Kalpana says, what is the required basic skills and tools to learn digital marketing? So Kalpana, there are a lot of that, right? We spent 6 months on that. By the way, I'm sharing this URL again, but otherwise I want to share this placement department video. I'm sharing that link with all of you. That will help you understand how does our placement cell works. So I've shared the URL with all of you. People on desktop would get the link which you can click. People on mobile would have to, or you can go to youtube.com/user/digitalvidya, and then you can check this video later, not right now, but I've shared that, right? And those who were not able to yet complete the survey, I'm just leaving this on again, and I'm getting back to your questions again. Okay, is that Arpan had asked, in the certificate it is written valid for 1 year. Yeah, Arpan, so typically, the medium changes, and that's why there is a validity for a certain period, and beyond a certain point is not so materialistic. And you can take exam, it would be cakewalk for you once you are practicing that area. Akshay, how many certificates are provided? I've already answered that. Rupali, yeah, I hope you that's answered. Yes, you can do that, and my colleagues will be happy to share those details with you. What is affiliate marketing? Ashwin, great question. So affiliate marketing is typically having your own blog or a website which is popular and you promote someone else's product or service. Like you drive a lot of traffic on your blog. Once people are on your blog, you drive them to Amazon. If they buy from Amazon, Amazon will pay a percentage of revenue it's generated to you. Or you can advertise on your own blog. When people click on those advertisements, Google pays money to you, right? So that is affiliate marketing. Now you can build your own store on a platform like Shopify without having your own products. You can sell those. That's another. Or you can sell someone else's product on, say, Amazon or Flipkart. That's another way to become a affiliate marketer. Vishal says, I have 20 years of experience, mainly in operations. I'm looking for career shift. Can doing this course offer that opportunity? Vishal, if you are not in marketing after 20 years, I think it won't make sense for you to apply as a digital marketer because you would still be a fresher. For the other reasons I shared, if you want to open a business, want to be an entrepreneur related to operations, or expand your profile, build your brand, may want to do freelancing. Those are the reasons why you should learn digital marketing. Tanuj says, being a part of a regular college, if it would have to earn a good same, can I make it being part of a regular institute? So Tanuj, I don't know what you mean by that. Uh, what your question, if you can ask it again, but if your question is, while in a regular college, can I learn? Absolutely, and you should. I want to monetize my travel blog website. How will I be able to use this course into it? Sakshi, the monetization of blog or a website is a function of multiple skills. How do you get maximum traffic? How do you convert that traffic? How do you find other affiliates? So all of that you learn in this program. In the Facebook certification, okay, that Arpan is already answered. How long does it take to? That is also answered. Sanjay, can you please provide the recorded session? Yes, Manish, you will get a mail with that. Do you teach black hat SEO techniques? Sanjay, as a name says, black hat techniques are the ones which are against the Google's policies. If you are doing black hat SEO, then you are likely to be penalized by Google forever. That is the reason if you are going after black hat techniques, you are running a huge risk. And that is why nowhere you see we talk about black hat SEO, right? So it does not make sense. If anyone is telling you learn black hat, please stay away. Arjit says, for senior management roles, just doing digital marketing profiles first time without any prior experience. So Arjit, it depends upon your years of experience. If you have too many years of experience, I think as I shared, or maybe if you are in business, you are a business head responsible for growing a business, then knowledge of digital marketing still be useful. Though you don't become a digital marketer, right? Sure, you can do that. Okay, then Vidushi says, will we be taught how to create a blog? Absolutely, you do that. Bhavya says, sir, I also want to know that if we pay in total fee by today, then sure, we are getting that mobile. Yes, that's what you do. And even if you choose 3 months duration, you will have to do the same. How to contact Umair? I hope you are in touch with one of my colleagues. They'll be in touch with you. Sohail says, if I enroll myself in the classes and move to some other country, yeah, you are online. You can take your exam online. We'll share with you the certificate as well. Will we talk about optimization in this webinar? In this webinar, what kind of optimization? Are you talking about search engine optimization? You know, we spend 4 weeks in that, but it's largely a function of having great content and getting relevant links from other sites. But there is a lot more to that. Keeping in mind change in time and geographical location. Sure, that's the advantage, Sohail, of online. If it were offline, you can't even think about doing that. Because it's online, if you can manage your time, you can attend from anywhere. And people have been able to do that. They shifted their location, even going outside India, and yet could continue. Umair says, how will we get certificate? By post or online? So you get online certificate for all. The key certificates you get offline posted to you as well. And some of the certificates directly come from respective companies like Google, HubSpot. Chinmay, okay, I hope it is answered by now, right? I would just want to confirm that there is no in-class pedagogy. Yes, there is no, it is still in class, but is online. There is no physical classroom. I have a question with regards to placement. I would be shifting and settling in Dubai after the course. Will I get placement assistance from Dubai team for at least starting? So Lakshmi, we are approached occasionally by companies in Dubai, but people have been able to go Dubai on their own because there's a lot of demand. What you learn in this program include how to leverage mediums like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So that becomes your strength, right? Outside India, it's very difficult for us to guarantee you assistance. But as I shared, what you learn in this program, it becomes your strength. So you can use it. And Dubai is one of the largest geographies where people are looking at hiring people from India, right? So don't, I think, get worried about that. But at the same time, be prepared to put that effort on your own, right? If you have acquired digital marketing skills, that should be working fine for you. Right, guys, I hope I have been able to answer all your questions. If you still have a question I have not been able to answer, I'll be happy to wait for another minute and answer that for you. Otherwise, how can one be updated with continuous changes? Sanjay, great question. We continue to share with you the recordings of future sessions. We continue to invite you to our industry experts online sessions. That's the way you, and more important, if you are in this medium, you learn on the job, right? You don't have to be dependent on someone else once you've got enough understanding of this medium. Right? Sanjay, I hope it answered for you. Sir, can we join? Yes, you can join the course. Absolutely. You speak to my colleagues, they'll be happy to share that. With all social media platforms, do you cover in the course? Yes, we cover all main social media platforms. The principles would remain same. The number of social media channels is more than 100, right? So we don't get into all of that. Yes, Vivek, you can do that, but if you want to get access to mobile app marketing, you will have to pay by 7 p.m. by paying in full. Right, guys, once again, thank you so much. I hope you found the session useful. I really enjoyed interacting with you. Thanks for your active participation. Looking forward to welcoming you in this exciting journey, and really looking forward to contributing to your career or business growth. Make sure you leverage the opportunity of your mobile app marketing special course, and see you again shortly. And you will get the recording of this session as well. Right, guys? So thank you once again. Wish you a great week ahead. Wish you a great month ahead, and most important, wish you a great journey ahead. I'm formally closing this session, and we'll be in touch again. Take care, guys, and thank you all for your acknowledgements. I can see your responses. Glad that you found this session useful. Bye-bye.